Right.
With that,
Bye.
currently out of combat.
Guess we. Alright. Truffles
Okay, so-
is gonna help you, Yvelta, just kind of swim to shore to get a branch.
Wait, but there's still... Okay, fine. Fine.
Fine! They can't do anything, though. They're knocked out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks,
And
thanks, buddy.
while that's going on, because he feels bad, Erzer is going to cast Goodberry, and he's gonna slowly not dive in, but just kind of tread the water, and put a berry on each one of the kappas, as like an apology berry.
As an apology, you just kind of like, you try to put it right into their little, head cups that are kind of out onto the water. It's kind of a nice bowl as they're kind of splayed out, belly flopped onto the water. Just kind of blink.
This is garnish.
It's a little garnish to their brink. Alright. Yep, and I will say that you successfully obtained a lovely branch.
Yay!
The sacred tree.
Yay!
Hooray!
Does the zigzag come with it?
I truffle tusk. Yeah, we did good.
Do good.
Brother's already just like, alright, I'm satisfied seeing all of it. It's very
Very
satisfying just watching. He tried
Ooh.
something, but it didn't work, but no one really noticed except for the god. Still dying.
He just kind of like nods and is just like, you did your best. Unfortunately, I don't have that. Alright. And I will say that, you make your way off of the bridge.
Yay!
Oh, whoa!
Nice.
It's like a world map.
Oh, snap!
Well,
Oh,
And
snap.
you're currently right here.
Oh, dear.
And you should be able to move your party token.
Whoa!
Oh! Whoa!
Yeet the
Oh, this is
entire
neat
party.
though.
Yeet!
Alright.
Alright.
I guess we just follow the
We can
bridge.
Follow the
Next
bridge. Yeah. You sort of
Are there-
see. Oh, what?
Are there any other people or spirits around that we can see?
You just go ahead, make a perception check to see how well. I'll say, Ranmaru, make it with advantage because you are naturally acclimated to see spirits.
Okay, 13.
hang on, let me see.
I wanna check. Yes. Perception.
Guys.
Rolls anyway. Hooray.
Pacha!
How's my guy?
Oh, an 11.
Oh,
Right.
Wow, okay.
Why?
Oh, bruh.
Wow, Jack.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Alright. Unfortunately, I think, Rinmaru's, very occupied, just kind of petting and consoling the little rabbit.
The bunny.
At the bunny.
Bunny.
But yeah, definitely, little Lumi, is very concerned and, sort of sees these, horrific things sort of dance about in the sky. Almost centipede-like, some of them. Others having, many limbs, some of them disembodied heads just floating about in the sky. And, it's quite concerning, but they don't seem to be, immediately harassing you.
Oh, they're having a festival. That's nice.
That's nice.
Can they see the small town over there?
Yeah,
The
you can
bridge.
definitely see
Yeah,
the
can-
lights
yay.
of, a small dusky town over on the shoreline. And a few, like a small village, it looks like, closer. As you make your way across the, different small bridges. Let me get back to my notes. Right. But yeah. It's good. Alright, so, as you sort of cross a series of creaking bridges that join a cluster of small islands, the cool air kisses the moor as mists plume from the swampy shoreline. On the right, a tiny flame flickers within a solemn shrine. It sort of sags under wet timbers as rain continues to fall. Alright. And yep, you pass through the shrine. Continuing onward, looking at that little dusky house. Let's see. Yeah. So you sort of see as you pass on your right, a well-thatched hut that sort of stands proudly on well-trimmed logs. Hay and reeds sort of sit outside in neat bundles under its awning. It's just looks to be some sort of thatcher's hut. Maybe a carpenter. But doesn't seem to be anyone home, despite lanterns being lit.
Resting place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to take a short rest, you can.
I think I'm personally good. I think, yeah.
I think all of you are okay for the most part. Those
I
Kappa
don't-
weren't
yeah.
rolling too hot.
No.
No one was.
Also, Erzer just kind of prods the rabbit a little bit, like where do we head? Kind of like gesturing his hand, like which direction.
The rabbit just sort of nods. It's like, well, I unfortunately scattered a few of the items to the wind, and I'm sure the yokai have sort of made off with them at some point now. However, there is the Baba on the hill. She knows this place like the back of her hand. And she knows its inhabitants as well. She might know where everything is. Well, or, if you'd like, I'm sure if you ask some of the spirits, they might be willing to help you as well.
What do you guys want to do?
What shall you do?
It always seems nice to ask people who already know everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
learn. Yeah, get familiar with the locals. Yeah.
Just get familiar with some locals. Alright, so,
Here we go.
where you heading? And if it starts
you
getting
guys-
late for people, just let me know.
It's
Uh, he'll
I know. It's like, this might be a two-parter, because I was expecting combat to suddenly
It's
happen.
fine.
Hey,
Alright.
you guys want to check this out?
Yeah, I want to check this out.
I'm very interested in this.
I
Alright.
was curious about that.
Alright, so as you make your way, as you make your way up the hill, you hear a concerning sound that sort of ripples at the top of the hill. And as you sort of crane your vision, your eyes upward, you sort of see this light is growing in intensity as it moves towards you.
Wait, is it
And this
above our
light
head?
emits a horrifying scream. And I
Ah.
want all
The
of you
light-
to make a quick dexterity save.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So this is a save. So
It's a save.
above the skills, there are saving throws.
Yeah, sometimes you can be proficient in a saving throw depending on your class. And it usually does it, I think it does it
Wow.
for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh
It's very
no!
sad.
Oh
Oh no!
Every
So,
time.
alright,
no! Did I roll?
Renero is very, very
There we go.
distracted trying to hold. Oh,
Oh.
Jesus. So I'll go with the 12.
Having a thought about how he's like, because of the whole dream world thing, I think he's not like just telling anyone. He's slightly disoriented at this point.
Mhm.
He's just like, no, I'm always composed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
And
but he's
he
actually just disoriented right now.
walks drunkenly. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Renmaru, you are sort of all of a sudden assaulted by this flaming wagon wheel, and it sort of just crashes right into your stomach. Thankfully, the Sugiyami seems to have been okay, just sort of leaping out of your arms the last second. However,
Very nice.
let's see, so you take 4 bludgeoning damage as
Very not nice.
this bizarre wagon wheel just crashes into you and continues to roll onward. As it just continues to utter this horrifying man scream. The rest of you, sort of that maybe saw it coming, noticed what this thing looked like. Was a wagon wheel.
It's that yokai. Oh my
It's that yokai, indeed.
I've never seen this yokai before. Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's the inspiration for a lot of like Dark Souls, those Dark Souls.
Yeah, no doubt.
Friggin' Wanyuto evil priest. Hate you.
Yeah, and so it sort of just rams into your form. Just keeps going, screaming as it goes down the hill.
Just keeps going?
Just keeps going!
Alright.
Yeah, and the river is like...
Erzer just puts up both his hands like a what the fuck, like motion.
Like a what the actual...
What the hell?
He got run over so fast, but his first reaction, even though he's disoriented and tired, he just immediately tries to get his hat back on his face.
Does it look like... I have to keep composure.
Does it look like there's any more coming?
It does not. You don't see any other lights that are coming towards you.
It was just the one.
It's just the one screaming yokai that went down the... Yeah. Remember, probably would know that this... Yeah, it's a one Yudo.
Yeah, he's aware. He's aware it's a one Yudo. He's just like... Just stands up, quietly pats his clothes, and he's just... Ren was also just rolling along. Just
rolling along.
Never happened. He's just walking around with everyone, and yes, we continue.
Yeah, kind of brushes yourself off, continues up towards the hovel. It's on the hillside. Yeah, indeed.
If anyone notices him, like, just take a glance at him. He's actually just, like, rubbing his tummy when no one's looking. No one's looking.
That's great. Alright, so, you sort of come upon the hill. Let's see. There we go. It might take a while to load in. You're on the... Yeah, right inside. There you go. Alright. So, you sort of see, to your right, an immense boulder sits among a sea of fallen leaves. It's partially buried under the piles of a stout shrine, with 2 stone beasts guarding either side. Its interior of this tiny shrine holds a censer of burning incense, and neatly folded black silk robes. You also see a warm bowl of rice with 2 chopsticks planted skyward.
Oh, that's bad though.
Isn't that like that thing you do for altars in your offering?
It might be.
Oh, incense.
You want to roll a history check?
Yeah. History check?
Here's your
You guys actually know about Japanese culture and like are drawing up this stuff. Like I don't know anything of what's going on.
It's so good. It's fun. It's educational.
Yeah.
Learning about all kinds of actual mythical creatures. Right. Oh, 17's good. Yes. You would know that that is a food offering for the dead. If the living attempt to eat the bowl of rice that is with a chopsticks planted straight down into it, it is an omen of bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Random question: are we like hungry?
God, yeah.
Yeah, the question is the are people hungry?
Yeah, I mean we're spirits.
You're spirits, right?
He looks back and he just smiles like, "No, do you want my rations? Don't touch them. My rations instead." You
just swab them out. You're like, here's some hardtack cakes.
The rice is
and
I
also
can make you rice. That is not for you. Tugs her along.
It's great.
Sway.
Yeah, and you also see sort of some familiar black silk robes in the shrine as well.
Oh, it's the thing. That ceremonial outfit.
Maybe.
Oh, that's one of the things we need, right?
No. I don't think we should touch other people's possessions.
It's up to you, man.
That's what.
right?
Isn't that what we need for the rabbit though? For his wedding?
Oh yeah.
His ceremony?
Maybe we should walk in and greet the Baba.
Oh yeah, ask permission. That would be a good thing to do.
Yeah, you do see sort of a gentle glow emanating from the dusky hovel. sort of moans and shifts on fragile beams. And, so you sort of draw closer, a sudden coldness licks at your skin. There's a bit of an unease that shrouds this house.
I go behind Lumi and then I be like, hey buddy, why don't you talk to him first?
You just kind of like place him on the ground.
Yeah, you be courteous.
Just be
I
like,
don't
oh,
know how to
this
manner.
is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Just kind of like patters on the ground. It's just like,
Please.
I just hope
I don't-
she's in a good mood, is all.
Wait, who's the most like courteous out of all of them?
I'm assuming Ranman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ranmaru seems like he actually knows how to talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what?
Even though I think your charisma isn't that hot, though.
My charisma is potato.
Alright.
Ranmaru's
Your
buddy.
curse?
Yeah.
It's 12. It's just 12.
So,
Oh, that's high.
It's pretty fine.
so you actually, hear, the creaking of, the doors as they sort of part. And you see an elderly woman sort of peek a head out. Her face shrouded almost completely in white hair. Her face not visible.
Oh, hey,
She just kind of
buddy.
looks about. Just like, "Ah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
who's out there? Show yourselves!"
Yeah, Ranmaru. You have something in common. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's, instead of its hair.
He just steps up front from everyone. Greetings. We are lost souls seeking guidance.
Alright. And as she sort of steps out, just sort of looks up sharply. The figure appears to be an old woman. It's wrapped tightly in an old shawl. You notice her skin is a deep purple, almost like the flesh of an eggplant. A smile ripples across her face from ear to ear, revealing a cascade of tiny, kernel-like teeth. Her voice is like the clatter of river stones, rough, but oddly warm. Oh. Hello, children. Welcome on this night of nights. The yokai excitedly await the union of two spirits. And, it would seem the man of the hour has tasked you on preparing the ceremony. What an honor. As you all just sort of like stand there,
Yeah,
like,
oh.
oh Jesus.
we're not expecting this.
It seems that
So
you're
evening.
lost your corporeal forms. How unfortunate. Oh, Tsukiyomi, what have you done? Your cowardice has twisted everything. Now, if you'd like, you may come inside. Make yourselves at home.
Yee.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, and in the sort of dusky hovel, you just sort of see the very quaint, living space. Small fire burns in the middle censer.
Do you have a bowl of rice? I kind of have a craving.
Yes, dear. Be happy to oblige.
Thank
Though you should know, you should eat in the spirit world. It may. Well, we'll get to that. You should eat.
No.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Erzer like reaches for the bowl, but as soon as she says, "We'll get to that," he just stops.
He's like, oh, okay.
Well,
So
but I'm
chill.
hungry.
He nudges one of his companions to ask to like, and then points to the robe. for to ask for it, ask about it.
Yeah, points outside of the road. Points to the scroll.
Yeah.
Kind of tries to communicate. Oh, well. Well, that is an offering, at least. But perhaps if you were to convince the spirit guardians that watch over the offering, that your quest is noble, maybe they could make an exception. Or not. Well, they might eat you. Only time will tell.
It's a risk we're willing to take.
It's a risk you're willing to take.
Yes, please.
Erzer kind of points to the rest of the items on the list as well. Just like asking where we can find them.
Yes, 3 cups, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I did see the Atsuki brothers make off with those over by the bridge. They seem to be washing their beans, their ceremonial beans, in those cups. The sake could be in 2 places. Could be either over by the market, or perhaps did hear some unfortunate ruckus. I'm afraid one of the carts that were transporting some sake, well, made it end by a mountainous oni. I'm sure it's fine. But feel free to stay, eat as much as you like. Your food is getting cold.
Yeah. You had me at eat.
Erzer politely just pushes away the bowl. Like, no thanks.
You're a clever, silent one, aren't you? You may indeed survive this night.
Renmaru was just listening quietly. He just smiled. I was only hungry for the truth.
Erzer gives a thankful bow and quickly just like runs outside just to get away from this creepy lady.
And you see that the Baba just sort of grabs something from the shelf, this sort of glowing orb, it would seem, and sort of hands it gently to Renmaru. Just like, you might be needing this, dear.
Huh. Just stares down at it.
It just looks like sort of this large marble that sort of fits in the palm of your hand. And it glows faintly.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep it close.
She just nods and continues to cut up a few choice items on her cutting board. Kind of lean in and you're like, is that people? Not quite sure.
Yev looks at the bowl of rice, then looks at the rice that Erzer pushed away. And she just like keeps the bowl and just walks away casually.
She's like, I might have this for later.
Thanks for the rice, lady. Bye.
Alright.
She doesn't eat it, but just keeps it.
Yeah, Renmaru just stands up and bows. Says, thank you for your hospitality. But we must go on our journey now.
No, it's fine. As you kind of hear in between, like, loud smacks of a cleaver. Just cutting up this, meat, quotation marks, on the table. Just kind of waving you on. She's like...
Yeah, he's not gonna mind that. Like, alright, lady cutting up meat. Sounds like a normal lady to me. Bows and thanks her.
Seems nice.
Yeah, he's gonna wash his hands real quick here.
Yeah, you just find a nice, like, yeah, just a nice well, and just kind of quickly, ooh. Yeah, you turn back, and the house grows dim, and the lady just sort of disappears with a cackle.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the rice looks great.
Looks real good.
I mean, she hasn't tasted it yet, but she wants to. But she saw like Urzer eating it, not eating it, so she just keeps it, keeps the bowl.
Just in
Alright.
case, you know.
Yeah, we get that rope.
Gotta get that robe. Alright, so how would you like to do this?
Oh
Okay,
boy.
So
Who
Ooh,
thinks
I
they
have
can
a bowl
appease
of
the
rice.
gods, the spirits?
wait, I have the bowl of rice. Maybe I can, like, you know.
Swap it out.
Oh, like Indiana Jones style, yeah.
Yeah, swap it out for another bowl of rice. It's like,
Yeah.
ah,
I don't know, maybe.
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 I just have this thought, like Ram, we're still thinking about what to do, but then you just have her like already doing something. It's like, wait, too late. She's doing something. Rip. Put the cannonball thing all over again.
Wait, if I'm gonna do the Indiana Jones thing, what would I roll for if that's
It would be sleight of hand.
dang it, do I have that? Ooh, I have that. Okay.
You should have it, everyone does. It's just
Yeah,
how
I
much
have
you
it.
have a modifier for it.
How about all of y'all? I have like 4 in my sleight of hand.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have 1.
Oh, he's not very dexterous.
How about you?
Super average. I don't know.
I have 0, so.
Okay, so it's me. Okay. Is it a go for the
Yeah.
Indiana Jones style?
Yeah, if you want to try it that way.
Okay,
If you
there we
die,
go.
if you die, we
We
won't
want-
forget you.
We want the robes, right?
Yeah, the room. Just
Yeah.
The robes.
Switch the rice for more rice.
the with
It's okay. This
chopsticks.
is fine.
So everyone's,
Yeah.
let's see, highest passive perception was...
14.
Yeah, Erzer. So, yeah. Do you know about something?
Hang on.
Oh no!
Yes.
big meaty palm just comes down and just like thump. And you actually you see two
Whoops.
brooms that were sort of leaned against the sides of the statues of these immense dogs sort of rattle, and it's uncanny, but Erzer, you think that they just laughed. And you
He-
hear, as well, from behind the statues, "How dare you!"
Oh no.
Erzer, do you?
Yeah, he's gonna kind of run up and like put one hand on Yvelta's shoulder, just to like hold on, like not hold on.
Her hand's like on it. At this
Yeah,
point.
just like yeah. He kind of gestures for her to wait a minute, and he listens for. Did anybody else hear that, or just me?
Just you.
Ooh, okay. Does it say anything else?
And at this point, like, you kind of hear the like a wind sort of whip through the shrine, and it just sort of rattles a bit. Sort of have a wind gust blow in your face, and yeah, each of you now sort of hear like, "Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Do more. It just says,
What?
"How dare you approach the sacred shrine?"
Erzer just
Oh,
puts
that's really
his hand
convincing. It's really convincing.
puts
Do
his
some
hand
more.
down and just sighs, just like pinching his nose, and just lets Yvelta go on ahead.
Wait, what is it? What happened?
What's wrong?
He signs to you guys that there are probably some trickster yokai around playing prank on him specifically, and not to worry about it.
So, can I
We are the
both, right?
sacred guardians of the. At this point, you can kind of hear this like bellowing cry. It's like, "We are the sacred guardians of this sacred shrine."
And
I like that you said sacred twice. It's really good.
Erzer just does like the yapping hand gesture, like the mocking mouth, like blah 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 blah.
How
Ren
dare
just
you
giggles.
mock us?
Let's watch.
And you can see, like, next to you, one of the brooms is sort of laughing again.
Erzer grabs like a rock from like a pebble from the ground and throws it at it.
It kind of falls to the ground with a kind of like a clatter. And then it it lifts off the ground. Almost ghost-like. And it just flies about.
Oh, it's a broom spirit. I'm gonna cry.
And gets right up in your face, Erza.
Uh-oh.
She says,
Oh jeez.
Yes, it's a Hokigami.
right. And sort of just gets up, "Ah! How would you like it if I knocked you on the ground?" And it'll attempt to smack you in the face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh, broom spirits. I love Japan. They're so ridiculous.
Brooms. Oh, for a 10. So you just kind of like duck as this thing just kind of sweeps around. And just like, hold still! And it's still trying to like smap you in the face.
Erzer tries to shoo it away, like with the
Stop.
two hands, like, get out of here.
And you can hear some other whispers from the back of the shrine. Just like, stop, don't break character!
Okay.
And,
Yep. Like,
Renmaru just
Jack-
tiptoes silently while they're having a thing in the front. and
just roll a quick dexterity check, Renmaru, as you move around.
Okay. Oh, okay, got it. Whee.
okay, can you have like try to
We-
grab the stick of the
Oh, oops.
broom spirit?
Oh, sure. Oh, you, it's
Why
almost
is he
like
so
a
bad?
lovely cartoon where there's this broom on the ground, on the other side, that you sort of step on, and it kind of smacks you right in the face. It's like, oh jeez, that was really good. Oh, why is it
Wow.
slashing? It should be slashing. But, yep.
That hurt me good.
That's not right there.
I'm
Alright.
just gonna rub
Okay,
his
so-
face. Ow.
He kind of rubs his face like, ow. He's just like, you stepped on me.
Pardon. Just straight
And-
up pardon. I apologize.
And you sort of see, as you look behind the shrine, a collection of different object yokai that sort of look at you awkwardly as they are clearly trying to hide themselves behind the
There's a lot
the
of
statues.
Erzer, can Erzer grab this broom spirit?
Sure.
Yeah, like
Go ahead,
All
make
right.
me either. It has to be athletics.
I have an
For grapple.
Athletics. Okay.
Huh.
11.
Oh, and let's see if this broom. Oh no, it's really dexterous.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh boy. Alright.
oh no!
Can I try it? Can I
Jeez.
give it a go?
It just kind of swoops. It's like, won't get me back easily.
Don't worry, I got it, buddy. Okay,
Comes up and tries to grab the broom.
hang on, dexterity, right?
Athletics, if you're trying to grab it.
Okay, got that. Problem.
All right.
Oh my
Oh
lord!
my gosh.
We are so potato today.
The potato is potato.
Gosh,
my gosh.
My luck ran away.
Ah,
I wanna try.
everyone's trying to grab the broom.
Everyone's trying to grab the broom.
It's trying, man.
Come on,
Grammar is
fairy
just
dragon.
apologizing.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the tiny fairy dragon
Yeah.
grabs him.
It's just like, whoop. So, yep, you just kind of grab it, and it's kind of wiggling around. It's like, stop! I'm intimidating. I'm the spirit of the shrine.
And I'm a
Get
dragon.
off me!
I'm a dragon.
Grammar is just
Dragon.
around. He's just bowing to the broom like, oh, I'm so sorry for stepping on you. I've been quite disoriented since we've been here. It's hard to speak out about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, so you five are the guardians of the shrine?
They kind of all look at each other, and the back scratcher sort of scratches his head a little bit, and just to sort of attempts, just like, yes, Yes.
Erza just starts to shoo them away, just real
Don't
upset, like
shoo
get,
me.
just like pushing them and like throwing his hands, like get out of here, get out of
He's
here,
like-
get.
He's like, well, I can do you one better, buddy. And as the fan sort of, comes up and it sort of takes on a more like a completely fan-like appearance and just kind of whooshes you down, attempts to blow you. Make a quick dex save.
Oh jeez.
So sort of this wind blows across.
Hey, not 20.
Oh, you're just like, I'm done. It's this beautiful moment where this yokai is trying to be so intimidating, and this wind rushes across, and you just get this like sort of epic character like
you have a
cape
L'Oreal
billowing in
breed.
the wind, like not intimidated at all, and he's just like, oh god.
There's
Well,
like
we
a
already-
zoom in
we
panning
already
shot
have-
for those who
You
do.
have the robe, right?
Yeah, you have the robe.
Yeah, let's
just
bail
like-
on these losers.
He's just like, don't give it back.
Erza just hops onto Truffles and just kind of gives like a let's go motion with his arm. It's like, come on, these losers.
No, wait,
ain't
please.
worth our time.
We dishonored the spirits, so we don't have anything.
Oh.
Ranru just looks at them and he just bows his head like, I'm so sorry for hurting you. Will you accept monetary offerings?
We still
And
have the
you can
right.
see the this scissor yokai sort of its little blades on its head sort of clap together. It's like, I'd like a piece of your hair if you'd like. You'd be so kind.
Oh, Ranru just stares at them all, but he starts giggling a bit. He's like, our guardians are all a bit silly. And he
We're
just
not-
takes a... He just
We're not
like
silly,
lightly
are we?
takes
Are
a...
we really that silly? I swear. We're not silly. That's absurd. It's like the broom is just sort of like weakly, like, kind of dusting off the shrine. It's like, this isn't silly at all. We're very serious.
I can see you're all protecting the shrine with all of your power, and I think that's very commendable. Do you want the lock of my hair?
Yes, please.
And then...
He kind of like takes his
No.
little claw-like
Snip, snip.
hands and puts them together and pulls them out.
Yeah,
Wait, would
so
it be a good thing?
Ranmaru just under his hood or not hood, I don't know, hat,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
plucks two out for him.
It's just like, he kind of
The hands
snips.
over.
Yeah, he'll actually like go out towards you and sort of snip it with his little eyebrows. And kind of takes it. You have an interesting haircut now. It's kind of like sweep to one side. But
Oh my
I-
gosh.
kind of
Oh,
takes
do you want to
it.
see what
and-
he looks like, actually? I realized I never gave you guys what he looks like under his...
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. It's for the mystery.
It's a
Oh, okay.
mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here,
Yeah.
never mind, show it anyway.
I want to show it
Wait.
anyway.
I'm gonna show it anyway.
He's so pretty. He's so beautiful.
Mhm.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no! Oh no, he's hot! Oh, he really is hot. Damn.
Oh, what a
Yeah,
handsome
he is.
boy.
A handsome boy. Alright,
To quote JoCat, like freaking
it's great.
your sexuality can indicate so far.
So he takes the yokai takes your locket of hair and sort of gently places it in the shrine. And like in a very neat and orderly fashion where the robe was. It's just like, it's perfect.
Aw. I love these guys.
Ranmaru just keeps giggling. He's actually really amused. He just can't stop giggling, so he just takes out money and he also offers it in front of the back scratcher yokai.
It's just like, and he'll happily like scratch your back. He'll actually like just kind of turn back into a back scratcher and just kind of up and down the scratch.
This is the most relaxed I've felt so far, and I'm sure.
Oh.
Thank you.
And she's like, not a problem. Exactly what kind of yokai you are, but that's fine. You seem like good spirits.
And same to you. Just bows in front of all of them. Like, thank you so much for such a fair trade. We're very sorry. We started to sort of roundhouse with you like that.
And the fan yokai just kind of comes up and is like, you tell me they're not spirits, they're humans, I think. Alright, he's still holding the, he's still holding the broom.
Yeah,
Oh, the broom.
while all of that conversation was happening, Yumi looks at the broom and like, oh right, sorry, and then he lets go.
He just like lets go and is like, oh, I kind of, can you just kind of quickly give me a good sweep? Just on the ground. Just on the ground. Just like,
Alright. And I just kind of explore with him.
he's like, oh, that's the stuff. That's great. I'll take one more, please.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he,
it's just
like,
looking at Lumi and the
this-
yokai like, what the heck is happening?
He's really enjoying himself, and it's like, okay, just kind of, maybe just let him go.
Kev is just slowly backing away, like, I don't know what this is, but
Erzer does the same. Just like
Awkwardly holding the suit, and it's just like, this
Backing
suit feels
away.
dirty now.
Yeah, Rammer's just having a good time talking to these people. Monies, okay.
one last sweep before we leave.
And then he just says, we'll be off on a journey, but I want you to know that your trade means this. Thank you very much.
You're very kind. Very kind. Nicest humans we've known, actually. Our other humans just tossed us aside and left us alone.
Well, you know, you are doing a good job. And when we leave the spiritual realm, we will remember you in our journey.
And they all sort of nod to each other. Just like, be sure to leave your offerings in the box. Preferably hair. The other one pipes up.
But don't worry, buddy. I have like the 2 rice bowls still. Don't worry. I'll put them back there.
Yeah, you put them
We go
down.
to the altar. Be like, I don't have hair, but I can pick off a scale. And then he kind of,
And he's just like, ah.
Oh,
I doesn't feel well when cut.
Oh, wait. There's a rip count, because I have like a ton of that on my braces.
Oh god.
oh god.
Yeah, we'll take about anything if you want.
Erzer sighs and reluctantly plucks like a piece of fur off of his clothing and puts it on.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
like a tuft. Like maybe you could just get away with some of the shed boar hair.
Yeah,
probably on
yeah.
your clothes.
He'll just rub through Truffles' like back hair and just like get whatever comes off.
I thought everyone is like hair, scales. Meanwhile, you have this
Yeah, it's
like
just like a bunch of hair in the shrine now. It's like,
bone. Don't worry, buddy. I got a rip. It was from one of my battles. Here you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
But yeah, Rammer's just, you can hear it in his voice that he's actually happy. It's like, thank you. Thank you
They
very
all
much.
wave. And the brooms
Humans
sweep
back.
happily, and they sort of
Aw.
assume their positions again. And they kind of
These
fall back to an inanimate state.
guys are great.
Oh,
Alright.
how are you feeling, Lumi? How was the sweeping?
Me and my
That's
13
great.
health are satisfied.
Alright.
Okay, so we have the robe.
Yay!
Yay!
You has robe, robe kit.